Hey, what's up everybody? This is not the gun show. We're actually going to be talking about push-ups, shoulder position. So I want you to be able to see some mechanics here through the shoulder as we go. So today's all about our push-up, our pressing exercise, right? So we have some people that are doing incline, some people that are going on the ground. Really the mechanics are all the same, but I'm going to start talking about it in this upright standing position. So the first thing we want to look at is this shoulder. Once we get stable, really the push-up is like our squat. When we talk about the squat and the feet are planted in the ground, we're screwing the feet in the ground, the same thing happens with a push-up. And so we're thinking about screwing our hand into the ground. You'll see what happens here with my shoulder. It drops into a great position, a good stable position. So when we go down to the ground, it looks like this. I'm here in a quadruped position. I want to think about getting my elbow pits pointed forward, and now it puts my shoulder into a really good position and keeps me nice and stable. And what you're going to notice is if you're in a nice stable position, when you do push-ups, your elbows are going to track a lot closer to your body than if you're in a loose shoulder position, how most people do push-ups out here like so. Okay? And really the reason why we want to do this is it keeps the shoulder in a much more stable position. Gets rid of all the slack, it allows the muscles to do the work, and it doesn't put as much stress on the joint and on those ligaments and tendons that surround. So let's talk about our first variation, our incline push-up. A really good cue for most people is to think about bending the bar. You want to think about like you're a strong man, you're trying to bend that bar in half. And you'll watch what happens at my shoulders when I try and bend the bar. So I'm in here, I'm in a good stable position, I'm long through my body, I check my hips, squeeze the butt, engage the core, and now I bend the bar and you'll see what happens here. Haven't moved yet, but I've created a stable position. Now I continue to bend as I go down and up. Continue to bend, touch, and go down and up. Okay, this is going to help keep the shoulder stable, elbow stable, and just overall it's going to be a much better looking push-up. So that's what I think about there. Elbow pits forward, bend the bar. Same thing when we go down to the ground. Here I'm full position, here on the ground, elbow pits forward, screw the hands into the ground, keep them screwed in, going down and up. It's gonna help keep the shoulder stable, the elbow stable, and you're just gonna track much better. Your push-ups are gonna improve. You're probably gonna be a little bit weaker right away, so you may need to go at a little higher in incline. That really doesn't matter. What matters is your form, your posture, and that position through the shoulder. After you do it for a while, your strength will start catching up with you, and you'll be able to rock the ground push-ups in no time. Now let's talk about a few people that struggle with strength, especially orange bands out there. You can get yourself off the ground, core's in a tough position, or core's in a really good position, but you're just not able to get yourself off the ground. So we want you to start practicing on the ground with what we call an eccentric push-up. So right in here, push-up position, wind those arms up, screw the hands into the ground. You're just gonna go slow on the way down, all the way down. Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Get down to the ground and then get yourself back up and go again. Even if you're not able to do a push-up off the ground, that's a place where you can start to develop that high-end strength to be able to do a push-up off the ground. And then what I would do, maybe after a session, is practice with a really low bar. So bring the bar in here, go as low as you can, and do maybe 1 or 2. So we don't need to do a lot of them, just do like 1 or 2 reps. Right in here, lock in, push yourself up. And that will start to develop that high-end strength. So remember, low reps with a lot of tension, lots of strength. High reps with very little tension does a little bit more endurance and helps a little bit more with the growth of the muscle. So put those tips into practice as you're training. And as always, if you have questions, grab one of the coaches and we can explain it to you a little bit more.